Today we will be continuing with module 1.5. What we are going to study today is given a real number x, how can we represent or how can we locate square root of x on the number line? That is, if x can be located on the number line, if a given real number x can be located on the number line, then square root of x can also be located on the number line. This is what we are going to prove today, and the procedure for doing the same. Okay, before going into the actual illustration, we will be solving one algebraic expression which is needed to prove this. Consider the algebraic expression x plus 1 upon 2 the whole squared minus x minus 1 upon 2 the whole squared. See, x plus 1 upon 2 the whole squared is of the form a upon b the whole squared. We know a upon b the whole squared is equal to a squared upon b squared. Instead of a we have x plus 1 here, instead of b we have 2 here. So a squared is equal to x plus 1 whole squared and b squared is equal to 2 squared. Similarly, in the case of x minus 1 upon 2 the whole squared can be written as this x minus 1 upon 2 the whole squared can be written as x minus 1 the whole squared upon 2 to the power 2. Okay, now we will be simplifying this. We know 2 squared is equal to 4, so both of these expressions have the same denominator, and we are expanding x plus 1 the whole squared. This is of the form a plus b whole squared is equal to, instead of a we have x, instead of b we have 1. So a plus b whole squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So instead of a squared we have x squared, instead of 2ab we have 2 into x into 1. 2 times x times 1. 2 times x times 1 is 2x, and b squared is equal to 1, and in the denominator we have 4. Similarly, in the case of x minus 1 the whole squared, we have x squared minus 2x plus 1 upon 4. So we are subtracting x squared minus 2x plus 1 upon 4 from x squared plus 2x plus 1 upon 4. So we have common denominator. So we will be subtracting x squared plus 2x plus 1. See, we are subtracting x squared minus 2x plus 1 from x squared plus 2x plus 1. See, this negative sign will go inside the bracket, then this x squared will become negative x squared, and this negative 2x will become positive 2x, and this negative 1 will become, this positive 1 will become negative 1. So we will be getting an expression like this. This positive x squared and negative x squared will get cancelled, and this positive 1 and this negative 1 will get cancelled, and 2x plus 2x is equal to 4x. We have 4x here, and in the denominator we have 4. This 4 and 4 will get cancelled, resulting in x. So x minus 1 upon 2 the whole squared minus x minus 1 upon 2 the whole squared is equal to x. You try to do it yourself, then you will become more comfortable. So what we are going to do next is we will construct a right angled triangle with the length of altitude is equal to square root of x. How we will do this? Our aim is to construct a right angled triangle whose altitude is equal to square root of x. For that, we will be constructing a right angled triangle. We are given an x. We have to find the square root of x. We are given an x. So what we are going to do is we will be constructing a right angled triangle centered at the origin with the length of base is equal to x minus 1 upon 2, and hypotenuse, length of hypotenuse will be x plus 1 upon 2. So we are going to construct a right angled triangle with the length of base is equal to x minus 1 upon 2 and hypotenuse, length of hypotenuse is equal to x plus 1 upon 2. And this right angled triangle is right angled at the origin or the point O. So we will be constructing a right angled triangle with the length of base equal to x minus 1 upon 2 and hypotenuse, length of hypotenuse equal to x plus 1 upon 2. So I will be explaining how we will do the actual construction very soon, because our strategy is this. So see this QOP is a right angled triangle. QOP. B is the base and length of base is equal to, we are given an x, and we have constructed the right angle triangle in such a way that its length of base is equal to x minus 1 upon 2 and whose hypotenuse will be having the length x plus 1 upon 2, and h is the hypotenuse, a is the altitude. So this is a right angle triangle, so we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So square of altitude plus square of base will be square of hypotenuse, that is a squared plus b squared will be h squared. Then what is a squared? A squared will be h squared minus b squared. Subtracting b squared from both sides, we will be getting a squared is equal to h squared minus b squared. That is h squared minus b squared, it will be x plus 1 upon 2 the whole squared minus x minus 1 upon 2 the whole squared. We know that x plus 1 upon 2 the whole squared minus x minus 1 upon 2 the whole squared is equal to x. We have showed this. Now see, square of altitude will be x, square of altitude, length of altitude square. See, OP is the altitude of this right angle triangle, square of it is x. Then what will be length of altitude? Length of altitude will be square root of x. So if we are able to construct a right angle triangle with length of hypotenuse is equal to x plus 1 upon 2 and length of base is equal to x minus 1 upon 2, then its altitude will be square root of x. This is the strategy that we are going to use. Then next step is that we have to locate that square root of x on the number line. See, for that we will be drawing a circle centered at O with the radius is equal to length of OP. We will be drawing a circle centered at O and radius is equal to length of OP. So we have drawn a circle centered at O and length is equal to OP. See, we have drawn a circle like this. This circle meets the real line at the point S. See, now OS and OP are radius of the same circle. So length of OP will be length of OS. So what will be the length of OS? That also will be square root of x. Then length of OS will also be square root of x, since length of OP is square root of x. Now S is at a distance square root of x from the origin O. Now we have located square root of x on the number line. This is the strategy that we are going to use. Now I will be explaining the exercise procedure. Now I have given a sketch of how to solve this problem. So we are given an x. Take that x is equal to 4.2. We have to find the square root of, we have to locate square root of 4.2 on the number line or the real line. We have to locate square root of 4.2 on the real line. We are given that x equal to 4.2. Our first step is this. We will be drawing a line segment. We will be drawing a line segment having length 4.2 units. See the line segment drawn in. See the line segment drawn in black color. We first will be drawing the line segment, namely PB, CP and CB. I have drawn the first, this is the first line segment that we are going to draw. This is having length is equal to x unit. We are asked to locate square root of x on the number line. The first step is that we will draw a line, namely PB, whose length is equal to x. whose length is equal to, so length of PB is x. This is the first step. The next step is we will be extending the line segment PB to one more unit. So we will be extending the line PB to one more unit. I have drawn the extension in red color. Now we have extended. The extended portion is BC. I have drawn it in, and I have drawn the extended portion in red color. Now we have the line segment PC. And what is length of PC? Length of PC will be length of PB plus 1. So length of PC will be x plus 1 unit. Length of PC will be x plus 1 unit. I think you have understood this. Here I have taken 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeter. So I have taken 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeter. So 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeter. So 4.2 centimeter, sorry, 4.2 units will be 8.4 centimeter. So PB will have the length is equal to 8.4 centimeter. And BC will have length is equal to 2 centimeter, which is 1 unit, because we have taken 2 centimeter as 1 unit. So see PB is having length is equal to 8.4 centimeter, and BC is having length is equal to 2 centimeter, because 2 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. So length of PC will be 5.2 units, and its length in centimeter will be 5.2 plus 5.2 is equal to 10.4 centimeters. I think you have understood this. Now we have a line segment PC with the length 10.4 centimeter. So 2 centimeter is 1 unit. So the length of PC is 5.2 units. Now our next aim is to find the midpoint of the line segment PC. Now we have to find the midpoint of the line segment PC. See, PC is having length 5.2 units. 5.2 units. So the midpoint will be at a distance 5.2 by 2 centimeter away from P. See, we have to find the midpoint of the line segment PC. So PC. So we have to divide PC into 2 equal segments. So the midpoint will be at a distance 5.2. Length of PC is equal to 5.2, and the midpoint will be at a distance of 2.6 units away from P, and midpoint M is at 2.6 units away from C as well. Okay, this 2.6 unit is 5.2 centimeter, because we have taken 2 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. So this M is the midpoint of the line segment PC. I think you have understood up to this point. See, first we have drawn the line segment PB, then we have extended it to one more unit, and we have found the midpoint of the line segment PC. Okay, next we will be drawing a circle with radius is equal to MC. What will be MC? MC is the M is the midpoint of this line segment. So we will be drawing a circle with radius is equal to MC. We have to draw a circle centered at M and radius is equal to MC. So we have drawn a circle with the center at M and radius equal to MC. So we have drawn a circle with the centered at M and radius equal to MC. This is the circle. This is the circle. This is a circle. Okay, this is the we have drawn a circle with the centered M and radius is equal to MC. Now, first we have drawn a line segment with a length is equal to x unit, and we have called it as PB, and we have extended it to one more unit, and we have found the midpoint of the line segment PC, and we are going to draw a line segment centered at M, and whose radius is equal to MC, and whose radius is equal to MC. And we have drawn a circle like this. See, what will be length of MC? Length of MC. What will be the length of MC? We know that length of PC is equal to length of PB, which is x unit plus 1 unit. So length of PC is x plus 1 unit. We have drawn line segment PB with length x, and we have extended it to one more unit. So length of PC is length of PB plus the length of extension, that is 1 unit. Length of PC is equal to x plus 1 unit. Since M is the midpoint of PC, we know that M is the midpoint of PC. So what will be the length of MC? Length of MC will be half of length of PC. Since M is the midpoint of PC, M is the midpoint of PC, length of MC will be half of the length of PC. Length of MC will be half of the length of PC, which will be is equal to length of PC by 2. We know length of PC is equal to x plus 1 only. Length of PC is equal to x plus 1. So what will be the length of MC? Length of MC is x plus 1 upon 2. Length of MC is x plus 1 upon 2. Okay. Our next step is this. We will be drawing a line perpendicular to this number line, or PC. We will be drawing a line perpendicular to PC at the point, namely B. At the point B. See, for that we will be using a set square. See, we have drawn a line segment perpendicular to the line PC. We have drawn a line segment perpendicular to the line segment PC at the point B. B is the PB is the first segment, line segment that we have drawn, and BC is the extension. At the point B, we will be drawing a line perpendicular to PC. So this line segment will meet at some point on the circle. Call that point as D. Now we will be drawing a line from point D to point M. So we will be drawing the line segment from point D to point M. Now see, MBD is a right angled triangle. MBD is a right angled triangle. So we will be finding the length of MB. We will find the length of MB. So we have got a right angled triangle centered at a right angled at B, and we have drawn a right angled triangle with a right angle at B. This right angled triangle is MBD. So what will be length of MB? Length of MB is length of MC minus 1. Length of MC minus 1. Length of MB is equal to length of MC minus length of BC. Length of BC is 1 unit. This is the extension part. This extension part is having 1 unit only. We know that the length of MC is x plus 1 unit. X plus 1 by 2 unit. Length of MC is x plus 1 upon 2 units. So length of MB is length of MC minus length of BC. Length of BC is 1 unit. So length of MB is equal to length of MC minus 1. So we know length of MC is x plus 1 upon 2. We have x plus 1 upon 2. And length of MB is equal to x plus 1 upon 2 minus 1. So length of MB is x plus 1 upon 2 minus 1. So we will be getting x minus 1 upon 2. X plus 1 by 2 minus 1 is equal to x minus 1 by 2. Now what will be length of MD? See, what will be length of MD? Length of MD, see, MD and MC both are radius of the same circle. MC and MD both are radius of the same circle. So both have same length. So length of MD is equal to length of MC. We know that length of MC is x plus 1 upon 2. Length of MC is x plus 1 upon 2. So length of MD will also be x plus 1 upon 2. X plus 1 upon 2. Now we achieved our aim. We have constructed a right angle triangle with the length of base equal to x minus 1 by 2 unit and length of hypotenuse is equal to x plus 1 by 2 unit. See, this is the right angle triangle MBD, right angle at B. So we have constructed a right angle triangle at B, and whose base is having length x minus 1 upon 2 and whose hypotenuse is having length x plus 1 upon 2. So what will be the altitude BD? Now we have to find the length of BD. The length of BD, we know that this is a right angle triangle. So BD squared is equal to MD squared minus MB squared, because MD is the hypotenuse. So altitude squared is equal to hypotenuse squared minus length of base squared. MB is the base of this right angle triangle. See, A squared is equal to H squared minus B squared. See, length of MD is equal to x plus 1 upon 2. Length of MD is length of MC only, and length of MC is x plus 1 upon 2. So length of MD will also be x plus 1 upon 2. So MD squared is equal to x plus 1 upon 2 the whole squared. And MB squared is equal to x minus 1 upon 2 the whole squared. So we know when we solve this expression, we will get the result as x plus 1 by 2 the whole squared minus x minus 1 upon 2 the whole squared is equal to x. So BD squared, length of BD squared is equal to x. So what will be length of BD? Length of BD will be square root of x. So now we have got a right angle triangle whose altitude is x is square root of x units. See, we have constructed a right angle triangle whose altitude is equal to square root of x. Now we will be drawing a circle centered at point B. Now we will be drawing a circle centered at point B and whose radius is equal to BD. So we have drawn a circle centered at B and radius equal to BD. This is the circle. This circle will meet the line segment, this line. We will be extending this line segment PC. So this circle centered at B and having radius is equal to BD units will meet this number line at some point. Call the point where it meets the number line or the extension of PC as the point E. See, now we are drawing a circle centered at point B and having radius equal to length of BD. So we have drawn a circle like this, and this circle will meet extension of the line segment PC at point E. Then this point E will be at square root of x from the point B, because BD and BE are radius of the same circle. See, BD and BE are radius of the same circle. We have drawn a circle centered at point B and whose radius equal to BD. See BD. We have drawn a circle. It met the extension of the line segment PC at point E. Definitely, the point E will be at a distance of square root of x from B, because BD is equal to square root of x. So BE will also be having the length square root of x, because BD and BE both are radius of the same circle. Now take B as the origin or the point 0. Now we have moved the origin or the now we are representing 0 at point B. Now we are going to mark the points. Now we are going to mark a 0 at the point or at the point B. Then the point E will be at a distance of square root of x from the point B. So what will be the so this, take this as the point 0. Then its distance from point E will be square root of x, because BE and BD have the same length, and we know the length of BD is equal to square root of x. So length of BE will also be square root of x. Then what will be this point? This point will be square root of x. This is the origin, and this point will be square root of x. And we have located square root of x on the number line. This is the way in which we are locating square root of a real number on the number line. I think you have understood this. Thank you. We will be continuing with the module 1.6 in the next class. Thank you.